Hey, and welcome to another episode of It's 420 Somewhere. I'm Chris and Methuen, joined once again by Pat and Amesbury. We have a returning special guest, Stone for a 20-minute fan. Hey, Zach, what's going on?
What up?
And another special guest, we have John from Scranton, who's going to sit in the corner.
I thought you were going to click me when you said returning special guest and like the big cool title and everything, and then you clicked him, and I was like,
well, we haven't seen Zach in a couple of weeks.
No, you have not.
So I wanted to get it out there that Zach was here. And I did call you a special guest still, because you are special to us, John.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, John.
You're both special. You're both special.
Happen again.
You know, the ego's in this room. Everyone needs to be special, and everyone needs to be stroked.
I've been told my whole life I'm special, so thought you were talking to me.
Me too. I thought I was talking to me too. So anyway, guys, we're here for another week. We're back from Mississippi. I came back with COVID. Pat came back exhausted.
Which means COVID.
Well, he was negative on his test. He's immune.
I'm not taking another test either.
He had the.
I'm patient zero anyway, probably.
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling good
Yeah,
a couple days beforehand.
That's what I think is like I definitely had it in my home. I didn't get it. I definitely gave it to somebody. Like I definitely had it in me, and I just didn't feel it and just gave it. Like I was like a passer for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I had it at the beginning of January. Christy was definitely patient zero because we went out to eat and like everyone we were around, and Christy didn't feel good, but she didn't like have like the symptoms of COVID. So she's like, oh, it's probably just, a little head cold. And fucking we went out, and every person got it that we were with.
Yeah.
And she definitely was the one that fucking passed it around.
I felt like shit on Monday when we got back. Bonnie came over. Woke up on Tuesday, felt disgusting. Took a COVID test, and it was positive. So then I had to call work and all that. And they told me, well, we'll see you next week, maybe. So tomorrow I'll take another test. If I'm still positive, then I stay home still. And they pay me.
Oh, so paying you good.
Yeah. So that's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, my work just makes you do the 5-day quarantine. Even if you test positive, they just make you wear a mask until you test negative.
Yeah.
And now they make you wear an N95.
It'll be the same thing after this coming Friday. Like if I'm positive Monday and Wednesday, then after Friday I can go back, but I'll have to wear a mask until I can produce a negative test.
Negative, yeah. Now, do you have to do the PCR or rapid, or is like the home test good enough?
The home test is good enough, but if I get to that point, they'll test me there, so it'll be.
Oh, okay.
There.
The difference between a PCR test and a home test is, other than science, is douchebags.
Yeah.
like that's the facts of the matter. Like I'm going to get a PCR test means I take things maybe a little seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Home test means I probably don't take things too serious or serious enough.
John, I have access to a PCR test if I ever feel like it, but I would prefer the home test because I don't want to go there and stand in line with a bunch of people.
That's what I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. I work with this girl that like every time she thinks it's like even fucking near her, she goes and like she like makes sure she's like, I got a PCR test though. So it's just like, okay, dude.
Okay. Wow, must be nice.
Yeah, it's cool to take an hour off of work, I bet.
To the KK stand. We're waiting for him to join us. We put the link in the normal place.
KK,
we went here too.
3 day right now.
But the Monday before we left, though, I was feeling a little like my throat was feeling a little scratchy.
Shut up, you pussy.
What do you listen?
Yeah, tagged Bill McNeil in a promo tweet.
Yeah, he was like, "Why the fuck am I getting tagged in this?"
That's why
I gave this emoji, and he was like, "I'm gonna get fucking talked to by the program director at 98.5 now."
That's what he gets for fucking revealing himself.
Well, yeah.
Don't do that shit.
Probably shouldn't have done that shit.
Don't do that shit. I know the fame feels good, but like it's Bill McNeil's fame. Your producer, Bill. No, I love you, bro. I love him.
I like shows like this that start off with a bunch of banter before I have to work my way through the list, because then it makes the list last longer. Or the card.
It's called the card.
It's the card.
It's called the card.
So, and now I have another stall tactic that's going to eat a little bit of time because the first item on the card is the Magnolia wrap-up. And for the Magnolia wrap-up, we have to start with our trip down. And for our trip down, I made a video, and I'm going to play it now. Wrong video. Wrong video.
I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide.
I'm scared. I reached out to
An angel deserves to die. Wake up! Grab a bunch of put a little makeup. He's got the better with it. Why do you need to kiss him on the table? He goes green on the table. Grab a bunch of put a little makeup. I see the better with the shit. Why do you need to kiss him on the table? I don't think it fast in my self-righteous suicide. I cry. And angels deserve to die in my self-righteous suicide. Boycott! Angels deserve to die.
Did you like my video? I had to start the song late and end it early because I couldn't get the whole video.
First things first, the DCMA for that will be coming in, but then second things second, you don't have to apologize.
Well, I tried to run it by you before.
You fucking roll. Second thing second, was that Pennsylvania where that truck was turned over? Because that was like Pennsylvania's 80s.
Yeah.
The end of the video.
Yeah, all those accidents were in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I was gonna say those all looked like Pennsylvania mountains.
Pennsylvania drivers suck.
Pennsylvania driving through Pennsylvania is one of the worst. Like truckers religiously say it's the worst state to drive through.
John, that stretch, all those accidents were on the same stretch of road, pretty much.
Yeah, that was probably
Pennsylvania's bad.
Philly.
We lost like 2 hours.
Yeah, actually, no, you wouldn't have went through Philly then. You probably cut right through the middle of Pennsylvania, huh? I mean,
I think
you're
so.
around mountains, so you had to have. What highway were you on?
84.
80? Oh, 84. So that's up in the Poconos you were.
Yeah.
Video was great, Chris. What are you using to make video?
iMovie?
Oh, so you're doing it on your computer?
No, on my phone.
On your phone? You have an Apple phone?
Yes.
Use InShot.
Use what?
InShot.
Okay.
I'll send you the app.
Please do.
It's the best one you could have, and it's $1.99 a year. They're literally in it just to help people.
Oh, sweet.
But that's what got me into making videos is that app, like legit.
John Smith says we should fire our producer.
You can't shoot dead animals on YouTube. That wasn't a dead animal. That was a human.
Fucking chupacabra.
Yeah. What's it called? That version of that song, was that different?
Yes.
There's a cover.
That's
That's the Dead South covering System of a Down.
Yeah, let's add a couple hours onto that over under on that GCMA then.
All of a sudden the show just ends.
You got a little bit of time because it's a cover.
I'll say this: instead of like YouTube and all them like just coming down on people for doing shit like that, all they do now is just turn your video off, and then when it's done, they just turn it right back on.
Oh, really?
It's like it's not like they cause a big deal or a big stick about it. They just like, nope, can't do that. Nope, because their technology is so good at this point. Because they run the world. Kris, great video though.
Thank you.
That gave me
PTSD. Yeah.
PTSD.
Yeah.
Well, if for anyone who hasn't followed the saga, Pat drove a ridiculous amount of hours on the way down, and then drove a ridiculous amount of hours on the way back.
What was the hardest part of the drive? Jay, Kris, Devers, definitely not.
I know at one point I fell asleep, woke up coughing right on Pat, and I felt like an asshole for it, like right in his direction while he was driving.
Fucking COVID.
And he still didn't get COVID.
Did I hear you guys let Jay drive?
Oh.
Oh, I thought someone said Jay was driving. I was like, I cannot believe they put their life in his fucking hands.
This is a good point. It was more of a PowerPoint than a video. I never have transition slides. So basically, for transition, use music to transition your slide. So basically, like, it's like self-righteous is that's where you do your transitions. Yeah. Do them on pops. Just because then it's a PowerPoint with music playing. But like, how are you going to know that up until now? That's what all my videos were when I started.
Yeah, Kris, take a fucking certificate course in this shit.
I
my
mean,
God, dude. The fuck?
I'll give you it, Kris. That's basically anytime you make a video, I come in here and judge it like a motherfucker.
I don't mind that. I don't know if you. I don't know. I think since the first little, first anything I did, you criticized, and I have gotten better since. Right.
Yeah, so exactly. That's the point.
We're not getting paid for this.
Just want you to be the best. Sooner or later, trust me, we will.
Good point, Josh.
Would you call me Josh?
No, Josh is in the comments.
Okay, because I would literally, someone just called me Josh on Facebook, and I was
people call me Josh all the time.
Okay, right?
Like, apparently I look like a Josh.
And then I was up at my sister's house today because she had like an Easter egg thing for the kids. Also, I was the Easter bunny. I have an Easter bunny costume here.
Scary.
It's terrifying. All bunny costumes are terrifying.
Yeah.
This dude just like is looking at me and goes, Josh. And it was somebody next to me. And I was like, did you just call me Josh? It was my, no, it wasn't somebody. It was my sister's, what's it called? Like boyfriend. It was like Josh. And I was like, did you just call me the wrong name? I was like, we're friends. Like,
you know me.
Yeah, you know me.
That's fucked up. So anyway, so the trip to Magnolia was more than just the drive down. We did see both the shows. I had a whole bunch of drops from the actual shows, but I didn't really want to spend hours putting them all on here, so I didn't. Instead, I made them in other videos that I released during the week, so people saw them. So there was the star of the first night. I do have a clip from the first night at the grocery store, but it is just the laughter. And I clipped that just so I could steal the laughter later on for something else.
You know, we have a laughter button.
Yeah, but I want an organic one.
It's not the button. I just hit the wrong button.
I do that all the time,
John. Tell me more about this grocery store show. Because it was in a grocery store is the coolest show they've done so far.
So it was really more of a convenience store.
Well, it's more like a Southern everything store, basically. It's a general store.
It was like a general store.
Yeah.
It had the gas pumps from like 1950 out front that I don't think had gas in them, but it was gas pumps.
Yeah.
They had the best part I found, and I didn't use it, but someone asked, "Where's the bathroom?" And they said, "Well, you got to go outside and on the corner." So it was an outhouse.
Oh, dang.
So I didn't.
Yo, I have to go get something at my door. I'll be right back.
Go tell me you're doing that. So anyway, so the shows were good, both of them. At the grocery store, the Little Town Grocery, they were making hamburgers, and there were these giant fucking burgers, and they were pretty good. Somebody I know, I think it was Jay, grabbed a piece of the pizza they had, and the pizza wasn't good, but you could have told it was not going to be. It was in a box under a heat lamp. It's not going to be good.
No.
So Mike and the Minifan started and was going as you would expect Mike and the Minifan to go, and then Kirk walked in, so that was pretty good. He saved that. Later on in the night, Pat and I had a conversation with Dave Cully about getting our pre-show put on live on the KMS, and we thought we had green lights, and then we didn't. There was no pre-show. It kind of ghosted me during the week, so we weren't able to figure out how to get on the KMS.
No.
And I got a little fed up. I think it was today, and I ended up DMing him something to the effect of, "Just say no. Don't be a pussy. Just say no." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he didn't reply to that, but then I sent a screenshot of that into the 420 chat. Killer took that and emailed it to Dave. Dave DMs me back saying, "Well, you're an asshole." That's pretty much where we're at. So, looks like no pre-show, and that's fine by me. That's a little less work for me to do. John, you missed the ballad of the pre-show.
What?
Why we're not going live currently?
Well, we talked about this in the pre-show. That's just more
We
or
did,
less
but this is my
more
way
or
of
less a
advertising
hangout
the pre-show that
for a
didn't.
hangout show.
Yes, 100%.
But that's only because of the one cockless Dave Cullen.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. It's almost to the point where, like, Dave, do you need me to reach out? Like, what is this? Like, now we can't have our people on just because they do a show over here.
I mean, I think there's jealousy there, John.
There is.
Well, he's always a
You know
cunt,
why?
too.
Because like, I'm working my ass off to make this have like so many shows. Like we're gonna have a full fucking slate of shows now. And know why? Because I think still have 2, and they off the cuff. I don't know who does those 2 possibly, but they probably are bad.
There's the Billboard chart interview show, which I haven't watched, so I can't judge.
All right, well, we did kind of destroy that guy, so that's a bad look for us. But I like the guy. I think he was a nice gentleman. I didn't want to do that. I told Tim Riggles that this was wrong to do, and he was like, "No."
Whatever you do.
And look who it was blamed on. Not
course.
us, because everybody told the wrong story to everyone. But
So then we went to the main show there. Oh, Pat had a little side journey with Jay, a private car ride that he's already spoken about to the Leonard Skinner Memorial. I was sleeping. Probably already had COVID. Oh, by the way, did I tell everyone that I got COVID?
no,
I'm gonna
don't
say a
point
few
to
more times.
somebody.
I got COVID.
Gosh,
Well, Jay claimed he got sick right after that. Pretty much right when we came back from Leonard Skinner's when he started to feel like death. But
yeah.
I don't know. Like I
What
said,
was-
I wasn't feeling well to begin with.
What was like the sick situation while you were there? Like, was everybody like, "Yo, I don't feel good," or not until like everybody got home?
I didn't think I was sick till the day after I got home.
Yeah,
I just thought I was tired from the fucking the ride.
yeah.
Jay said he started to feel sick Saturday afternoon. I said that I started feeling sick earlier that week. We went to Walmart and I grabbed some Dayquil when I was there.
Dayquil.
I mean, I wasn't gonna take NyQuil and pass out.
I think
While driving.
I'm sure ephedrine's legal, like below the fucking like Mason Dixie.
Could have been.
Wait, what is it?
Ephedrine.
How much weed did you guys smoke on the way down?
Must have might have thought, but I mean enough.
You have to be careful on those days.
We smoked more on the way back.
Yeah.
I would say we smoked more. We had like 7 pre-rolls. And
Tons of dabs, but
Can't be doing that.
yeah, but we weren't doing dab. I wasn't doing dabs until I had my hotel room.
Jay probably was.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so there's your example. Everybody says it's such as that.
yeah, it was fucking
Yeah.
knives in the back seat.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That shit. Like, if he ever did that, I would throw the thing out the window. I'd be like, I don't care. I'll buy it.
I was just happy they were letting me smoke butts
Arm would
inside.
beat his ass. the second he even brought it out. If he continued, she would smash it over his face. If that didn't happen, I would do that over.
Dude, I used to bring up Rig with a fucking torch and shit.
Yeah, that's he had like one of
around.
those. He had like one of those little dab sticks where he would hit the tip with the torch, and then stick it onto the dabs and suck it.
Oh, the
So basically, I look at him straight in the eye
Yeah.
and say, "You're freebasing weed."
yeah.
No doubt.
But there was one point on the ride back. It was lunchtime, so we stopped and got some pizza at Pizza Hut. And while we were eating outside, this minivan pulls up, and this big fat woman gets out to go get her food, and she leaves like 4 kids in the car for like an extended period of time, and like probably the oldest one was probably like 6. And I was like, "Am I back in like the 80s?" Because you don't see
with a fucking butt in her mouth.
Yeah,
you don't you don't see that shit back home anymore. But that was us growing up.
Yeah.
You know, we were hey, stay in the car, don't touch the shifter, don't touch nothing, that shit. But you don't see that anymore. And it was just fine that the kids start crying because they're beating the shit out of each other in the back seat and fucking with each other and stuff. And it's like,
Jay trying to jerk them off.
Jay, I was wondering why he kept asking if they needed to pee. Do you need to pee? Do you need to pee? Do you need to pee?
Yeah, the ride back.
It's a different world down south, man. Completely different world.
It felt like it. But the ride back, it seemed to go smoother. We didn't really hit any traffic. But yeah, still after like the 20th hour is when you start to fade a little bit. So I had to tag out again, let Deborah drive.
I would never be able to do that. Ever. The fact
I'm never going to do that again.
Is utterly insane.
When I drove across the country a couple times, I would drive for 18, 19 hours a day.
Car experience drove to Key West, the southernmost tip of the fucking country, and it was just like, why? We flew on an airplane because they don't like planes. We flew on an airplane and it was the fucking coolest, and landing in Key West was pretty cool. And you also, when you land in Key West, you just get out on the air, like right on the
tarmac.
Yeah, there's no like fucking whatever those are called, tarmacs. Basically,
all I know is we got to Mississippi, and Pat said one of the first things he says to me is, "On the way back, we'll split it up," meaning him and Dever.
Yeah.
So
I trust Dever with my life, even though like he's the biggest wild card there is.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
Something about him just means like I know at 9 o'clock in the morning he just buttons the stop button. He's like, all right, back to normal shit.
So yeah, no shit.
And when he's done, he just unbuttons that button and goes slams some 500-pound girl.
Dever is wild, man.
The Sunday morning when we were saying that he wanted to get an early start or whatever, I was the first one up. I was outside fucking smoking a cigarette, drinking a cup of coffee. Out walks Dever, and he's like, "Hey, good morning." And I'm like, "Dude, it's 7 o'clock. You didn't fucking come right back to the hotel last night. You guys fucking stayed at the bar. I'm surprised you're back. You're out." And he fucking, first thing he does, he fucking lifts the bowl to his face and fucking lights it up, and he's fucking smoking a bowl at 7 o'clock in the morning.
So cool.
I was like, wow. Because the last thing he had said to her, "No, don't worry, I'll be ready when it's time to go."
He's like cicadas. Like he just comes out for live shows like cicadas do every 10 whatever the fuck years. And it's just like, oh, so cool. People say they come out every so many years, but like that's just that like breed of them. And then like, somewhere else they're coming out every 10 years and somewhere else every 10 years. So it's basically like they're always out. So we really don't even know if that's true. Like I found that out. It's hard to talk about it.
But
cool.
Sunday morning, once I got ready, I sent a little message just to make sure everyone was kind of up and alert. Mm-hmm. And I was surprised to have Deborah be like, "I'm ready to go." Just Jay's up, and I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome."
Yeah,
but still, Jay.
Jay living situations. So tell me, so this whole time before, there was like a situation where Jay had a Airbnb or something. I didn't know what you guys were talking about, but it seems like there's a lot of angry people about it. What was that?
So
Kris, go ahead.
So I reached out to Jay and I was like,
"Kris, you need that water bottle."
We made a group chat. What?
Nothing.
So we made a group chat of the people that were going, and I asked in that chat, if Jay had booked the Airbnb. I said the first time I said it was half joking,
Okay.
and that was more than a month out,
Yeah.
and he didn't answer. So a few weeks later, I posted pretty much the same thing, and he didn't say anything. So Pat and I spoke, and we're like, okay, I guess we'll get in rooms. So we each booked a room, and then we weren't sure what Jay was going to do, and that's where the controversy was before we left.
Yeah.
So then Jay had everyone believing that he had nowhere to stay. He had nowhere to stay. He had nowhere to stay.
Oh, he did. I thought the whole time he was saying he had a B&B.
But he was saying.
So,
go ahead. Pat.
yes. So apparently, when I think it was on like Meeting of the Minds or something like that when me and Kris were on, or I was just on, and I had mentioned that we each got our own room. So then Jay messaged me privately and he was like, "You guys really get your own hotel room?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, because Kris had asked you twice that if you got an Airbnb and you didn't fucking say anything." And then all of a sudden he just responded back, "Right." And that was it.
Yeah.
So
who reached out originally? Because this is how it normally works with me. Jay's usually the first one to reach out about the living situation for one of these things, right? And he's like, "So what are we doing?" And then usually it's me that goes and has to take care of like the business part of it. And then like, I will say this, Jay is like usually the only one that ever throws money for it. So like, I know Jay's a moron, but usually in these situations he is on top of shit, but then plays this dumb card just so he could, at the end of the day, like, I have a backup plan.
it's kind of what he did. Because according to him, as of the time he was being asked, he had already booked an Airbnb for that area when Kris was asking, but he didn't say anything to us. And he likes to fly by the seat of his pants.
Yeah.
We like to have a plan.
Yeah.
And have something set, and all that.
You're
shit.
adults.
Like a card.
Yeah, right.
Let's call it the card.
Yeah.
Random word. Yeah.
So then he was like, "Oh, I already booked the Airbnb," and I was like, "You fucking asshole! How come you didn't fucking tell us that? We asked you fucking numerous times, so we don't fucking play this fucking fly by the seat of our pants fucking shit."
And this is solely just because you guys wanted to be together. Like,
well, just want to
like at the same house or hotel.
We didn't want to make someone drive us around to different hotels.
Well, that's what I mean. You like when we go.
Yeah, go down as a group. You might as well stay as a group.
Mansion and everything. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're trying to. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I think we both would have been in for an Airbnb if we had the information.
Yeah.
That's, This might have been a Devers thing because Devers is just completely separated from the world, and he just is the only reason Jay gets to live shows.
Right. Well, then then he got a room, I guess, at the same hotel. So, but they never made it seem that it was a room with two beds because mine just had one bed for that specific reason. No one's fucking coming to bug me. So we didn't know that they had two beds in there. So Jay was making it seem like he was going to sleep in the rental or he was going to find somewhere to go. Yeah, or all this shit. BA's getting all pissed off irrationally about it. And and then when everyone found out he was staying in Deborah's room, they were all like, "That fucking piece of shit, Jay, fucking talking shit, making us feel sorry for him."
So the ride down, we're in voice chat a lot.
Right.
So this was coming up the whole way down, and Jay's playing it up the whole way. And
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna stay in rental. It's this nice and roomy in here.
Okay.
The seats go back.
I did plenty of sleeping in the rental though.
Yeah, pretty much everyone but me did.
So at the end of the day, were you guys all together?
Same hotel.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So Jay actually, in this situation, may have not had the Airbnb and was playing a game with the Devers, which is
You're right.
Yeah, he definitely did not have one.
If he had a reservation for one at first, and then he would have had time to cancel it. I don't know about you, Pat, but my room I could have canceled right until the week before.
Yeah, I didn't read into it, so I didn't know.
I was fine having my own room because I like to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a fun trip all in all, though. The driving, I'm sure it sucked for you, Pat, but it sucked for me being a passenger just because being in the car for that long. So you're saying lied? Sure.
Other than that, how was my guy Devers?
Devers is a great guy.
Devers is cool. Yep, he's a good dude.
Devers is a riot, man. Fucking hilarious.
Yep, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's like a legit dude. Like I like that guy a lot.
Yeah, you and me both. Nothing seems
and
to
he's
get
like
to him, which
the
is
most
good.
respectful dude. Like he's like, we always call him a wild card. It's not like he's the dude like ripping up couches or some shit like that. He's a wild card because like you never know when he's gonna like have a great time around you, and you might not even be involved. Like
Yeah,
it's,
you don't even
it's
know.
for my boy and my boy only, probably. But
He's the one who shouted out the Simply Safe thing that got Kirk to be like, "What?"
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Then he thought it was Jay.
yeah,
He thought it was Jay. He's like, was that roast beef idiot?
Yeah.
And Jay was quick to try to put the heat back on. Nope, this guy he placed second in the
hot
hot dog contest.
And Jay, we actually wouldn't let Jay run away from Kirk when he did the walk around to the tables. He actually
good. What did
he
Jay
usually
say?
run.
So give me that. What happened with that? Because this was a much
He-
more like
He walked up. He walked up. He looked right at Jay and said, "Are you the one who's been calling recently? Please stop."
Oh, he's such a fan of Mars show.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
Jay got all shy.
Jay's like probably heart fucking grew 3 sizes that day, knowing Kirk knows his face.
Yeah, he got all shy and he was putting his head down and shit.
Yeah, because it's not like Jay was sitting over there being like fucking beefs and shit. You know, like
Yeah, he's got his
don't
dumb
know what
autism
way he
shirt on.
did he say anything about you guys?
No,
No.
he thought I lived in Mississippi when we're at
He
the.
thought you did.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's tougher, but
I had a clip of that. I didn't bring it over to here though.
That was at making the minute fan.
probably shouldn't record him when he's talking to you. Maybe he'll talk to you.
No, we weren't. Not then. I didn't record that. It was actually being recorded for Mike and the.
Oh, for the show. I think I heard that.
I tweeted it out.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And I took this lovely picture. And if you pay attention to where
I
my
love
foot
this
is, I'm
picture.
like stepping on Kirk's shoe because I'm like super nervous and not know what I'm doing.
You look great, Kris.
A high blind Mike made fun of my sweatshirt.
You're shorter than I think people think you are.
All right. I'm that tall.
You and Pat are the same exact height.
I think I've said that before too.
Yeah. It's not like you're short. It's just you're much taller than Jay. Kirk's actually surprisingly taller than you'd expect to.
I think Kirk's like 5'10".
Oh, he's got to be like 5'11". Like he's
Okay, maybe 5'11".
He's closer to 6 foot than I am, I would say.
Closer than I am. You can tell. See?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a good
Who's that big
2-3
fucking,
inches there.
yeah, big fucking head. Jesus. Look where his eyes end and that ends.
The look on his face right there is "Get off my fucking shoe, asshole."
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, where do I put my foot? I love how he takes pictures looking like in a week.
Most miserable thing in the
If
world.
he kills himself, this picture would make sense.
That's not true.
So it was a fun trip. We got to take a picture. We have
Who has a toothy smile.
Pat didn't even smile in his wedding like that in his
Well,
wedding.
that's my guy, crying Carano. No idea who that is, but they said the audio on this show is clipping like a mother. So I think I should have it fixed. But I fixed it in the end of your Jay story, so I honestly still don't really know what happened. But that's a me problem at this point. I mean, yeah.
Okay. Which part of the J? What J story?
Well, just the end. That's why I then asked the question of what you guys just said right after.
Oh, when he was ducking his head down after Kirk did the walk around.
Yeah. No. The B&B story, the Airbnb story.
Oh, well, he had a room, whatever.
Boy, I wonder what Dever did to that. I wonder what Dever did to that fucking that night.
Dever supposedly is in a relationship now, so I think he was on his best behavior as far as that goes.
Yeah, cool. I hate that. I hate that shit. Like, bring her then, and still be yourself. How about that?
It's been choppy all show, shaking my head.
Fuck
I'd blame
you,
the
Bill.
producer. I'd blame the.
Yo, how about this? How about we get this guy to do the producing? He's fucking talented. I would love to bring him on board. We'll actually pay him.
Okay.
Probably more than he makes at his fucking job.
Oh shit!
Actually, I like need producers. If he wants to move to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, he could work for me. So there's your offer. Legit.
Enticing.
Like legit. I have an awesome job. You could work there. So am I. Trust me. So am I, pal. You would love my job.
Good win.
Deep right hand man, I need one right now, really bad.
Stopping the
I'm
bleeding.
fucking bored. I just literally hired you an intern. Things are moving fucking fast. You can catch up. Move from Wolfberry. Leave your loved ones. Fuck Pat. Get away from your racist brother.
Oh. So we had a conversation about
Pat's a
those.
racist. It's the first time I've ever seen Pat pick, other than Bill McNeil. I mean, obviously, other than Bill McNeil, but clearly that's been happening for years.
Pat, I went looking for that thing we talked about. I couldn't find it.
He brings me down. He's so funny.
He's not.
He's so funny.
You guys fucking are assholes. Fucking always selling for him and shit. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Him telling the story of your love life was one of my favorite moments on this network.
Do I still have that? I think I clipped.
You have a clip of that? I would love it.
I did. I think I got rid of it though to make
Chris.
Oh, what? No,
what?
No, it lives somewhere. It's just not in this folder right now.
Chris.
John, you know how
What
to
you deleted
shit
for?
in here.
I have too much in there?
No, I do.
Fuck up, mayhem.
Yeah, like, there's so much, like that one's great. There's so much stuff in here you could get rid of.
Fucking cunt!
Like that.
That one's great. You don't need to have that in there.
That's Pat's theme music.
We have Pepper.
Shut the fuck up, mayhem.
That was an accident.
Black.
At least give me that.
So yeah, I did get rid of that.
What did you guys say? I didn't hear.
Fuck.
Still trying to find that clip, but trying to keep up with the
But I had no idea. I had no idea he was doing that, though. I had no idea he was doing that.
Patty mayhem.
He went into business for himself.
What is this one?
Patty mayhem.
That's Patty Mayhem.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can still. Oh, I won't be able to find it there. Fuck.
Yeah, let's reset the card.
Reset the card. Okay, so back to the Magnolia wrap up, and then I had COVID. We're reset.
Okay. Any
So
last?
I'm going to
questions
actually
on Magnolia?
deviate from the card for a quick second.
Can I guess what you're about to do?
Yep.
Gilbert Gottfried clip.
Yes, sir.
See?
I have a couple of them,
This is why you
but
can't.
I know
switch
Pat
name.
wanted to do a Gilbert tribute, so I just got a couple of clips. Yeah, I can't speak English. Couple clips. There's one that I don't know if we should play, but I'm gonna play anyway.
You can play it. You can play it. I don't care.
I'm gonna start it.
Here we go.
No, you could play it.
But yeah, anyway.
Oh, did you see that?
That wasn't the one.
Wrong one,
That's
Chris.
not the one.
That's 0 for 2 today.
No, that's not true. It's only 0 for 1.
No, you
It's
played
1 for 1. 1
earlier.
for 2. Whatever. It's not as bad as you
0
thought.
for 2.
As soon as I can find the clip I want, I'll play it. There it is.
I'm gonna make it.
One of the great comedians ever. One of the greatest talk host guests ever. I love his podcast, by the way. Gilbert Gottfried. Gilbert, how you doing?
Hello.
Yes, Gilbert, how are you?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Hi.
There he is.
Yeah. Yes.
How are
yes.
you?
I'm one of the best ever. That I think it sounds like you're preparing my obituary.
I mean, death is not far, is it? At this point, or no?
Yes. He was one of the best. I'll always remember him fondly. He was found dead and hanging in his New York apartment. Police say it's natural causes.
That wasn't it. That was the end of the clip. I didn't got it.
Can you tell the story?
Which story? Oh, that story.
Yeah, what we talked about before. We talked about that? Are we not talking about that?
I don't know. We're talking about everything, but what are we talking about? Oh, that they didn't want to play that?
That they took it down.
They did.
Are we like acting like this didn't happen for some reason? Like, are we?
No, they were. We're not. We just played it.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I thought you were talking about the. I thought you were talking about the Gilbert clip where he says F word all those times.
No, I didn't. I didn't bring that in.
That we took that clip down. That clip could have gone viral everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like it's insane. And they had the instincts to take it down. That just shows how dumb Dave Cohen is. Steve Robinson would have had that meant to fucking Gilbert's wife, dude.
Maybe thought it would seem insensitive. I don't know. But
yeah.
I do have other Gilbert.
Well, I think Kirk wanted to take it down.
That's even worse. Kirk.
I don't know. I don't think Kirk said that he wanted it down.
I think he did in one of the shows.
Dave told him that he did. He was asking about it. I think he would have said to take it down.
Then that's ridiculous. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's not disrespectful. That's a comedian making a joke.
Yeah, making a joke about himself.
If he were alive today, even though that kind of contradicts the whole situation, he would have loved that. Like, what are the chances? Like, that's just like natural comedy.
But it wasn't even like the next day or the next week. It was like a little while ago.
Yeah, and clearly Gilbert Gottfried was comfortable joking about his death. Like, no matter when it happened. Just because it happened like 2 months ago, or what's it called? This interview happened 2 months ago. Like they think oh, let's respect them, get rid of this. Like,
yeah, I don't
how it's turned for being a pussy. Yeah, I'm not going to say that statement. That's not true. But I don't know. That's a pussy move. Kirk in his old age, bad instinct.
Mm-hmm.
Bad instinct.
Maybe oversensitive. And speaking of oversensitive, I have another clip.
You better hit the right clip here.
Well, it's not the right clip. It's just going to be a clip, but it'll be this clip.
I didn't know you were at a gay picnic. All the hot dogs taste like shit. It's with me, of course, that when they go to a picnic, they shove hot dogs up their head. I don't know. At a straight picnic, it would taste like pussy if we're going to the same lunch. All I know is I want to get to a picnic right away.
That's funny.
That's the one that you didn't want to play. I was like, that's hilarious.
No F word in that.
That clip. But then I have a few others. So let me move on to this quick one.
You know, I'm self-employed. Ever since I became self-employed, I can honestly say my boss is a no-good Jew bastard.
I like that one a lot. I don't know why. And then what else? Got one really tame one, but I find it hilarious.
Jerry Seinfeld as Hamlet.
To be or not to be? I don't know if I'm supposed to be or not. Who are these people who be?
Jackie Gleason in Casablanca.
You're getting on a plane with Vic Laszlo. Oh, you're getting on a plane, all right. And I know that you know that I know that you're getting on a plane. But if you don't, you're gonna regret it. Maybe not today, and maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life. Good night.
The Seinfeld was better than the Jackie Gleason.
Oh yeah, he sounds just like Seinfeld.
Yeah, 100%. And I got one more.
This stuff is the best.
A woman is lying in a coma in the hospital. The nurse is watching her. She starts washing her vagina. The woman starts moaning. So she might even hotter. The woman's moaning and biting her lip. She runs outside, tells the doctor. The doctor pulls the husband over and goes, "Look, I don't know if this will work, but it might help if you perform oral sex with your wife." So he climbs into bed and he pulls a curtain shut. All of a sudden they hear a bell ring and they see it's a flat line. They go inside and a woman's dead. And they say to the husband, what happened? And the husband says, I don't know, I think she choked.
I love that.
Fucking funny.
That's the end of my Gilbert stuff. So for the Gilbert God creators out there, no more. When's this get fun?
His shit on Stern is so fucking funny.
There was a lot. When I was finding clips, I thought people were gonna send their ones that I thought were good, and they didn't. So sorry.
I never listened to a lot of Stern, so I didn't hear him on Stern.
I was listening to this, so it was so funny because I was listening to Stern when I was like 11. So audio real bad now. So I don't know. I was listening to Stern when I was like
real
11.
bad now. I don't know what to care, honestly. It's like, I don't know.
I care, but I don't know how to fix it.
So someone like Gilbert, because he was, problem child and Aladdin and shit like that when I was
Okay, let me
11.
restart my computer real quick. I'll be right back.
And then when I'm listening to Stern and he's on Stern and he's doing dirty shit and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? This is pretty funny.
Yeah.
John Smith is not a fan. Well, I guess we can move on to the next thing on the topic unless we want to talk more about Gilbert Godfrey. We can. But the next thing on the card is I put down no more Jay's Mayhem, meaning that account got suspended. Do we have any thoughts? I didn't hear the story of why, except I guess he told Roundup to die.
I have a thought. Don't fuck with Mary Woo.
My only thoughts, there is a God.
Well, don't act like it's not back.
So you're saying you support Woo?
Me?
Yeah.
Why? What happened with him
It was
and
Woo
Woo?
that took him down.
He thinks that it was Woo, but it was the Roundup tweet.
No,
that
it was Wu-Tang. Woo.
Why? What did he say to Woo?
He says all kinds of stuff.
He's been chirping her recently.
He chirps her on every social platform he can.
Oh, see, I don't follow
All right,
Jay.
okay.
So.
The only thing I don't know about with him and her is that it seems like he blames her for everything that's happening worldwide, and I thought she was just the mayor of Boston.
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe I read his tweets wrong. I don't want to criticize him because he's much smarter than we all ever gave him credit for. So yeah, I thought that was weird that he got kicked off.
Well, I was banned from Twitter for a year. I IP address everything at one point.
That happened to High Blind Mike, and he had to get a burner from somebody else.
Yeah, mine is because of Chelsea Manning, but that's a whole different story.
I bet it is. So yeah, that was that part of the card, and we can move on to the next part. And the next number is number 4 on the card. And I wrote down Phil to GVE, which I want John to be here for because I thought Phil was awesome on the show last week with High Blind Mike as they were doing very short and heavy. It's 420 somewhere. But I thought it was a good episode, even though I got made fun of a lot. I'm used to that by now. Did you see any of the episodes, Zach?
I seen a little bit of it, like here and there, but not too much of it.
I think High Blind Mike did a good job steering the ship. He had Killer Kowalski with him. Killer dropped out and left High Blind Mike with just Willie. Willie was producing for us. He did an excellent job as well.
Yeah.
They went through some of my clips and played a few of them, which I thought was good because that shows me that other people think they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
Even though most people, maybe a lot of people don't, but they made fun of them too.
But fuck them, it's not their show, so.
That's fine. I'm not above being made fun of.
No, you have to in this world. You have to be able to take it.
Absolutely. And give it. But so yeah, the people who I wanted input on how last show was aren't on the screen at the moment, so that's great. I don't know if Pat's. I don't know. Earlier on the pre-show, his smoke alarm went off, so he had to run out after he took a dab to fucking brush away the smoke from the smoke detector, I guess. And that's where we are. Pat and I also went on Kirkin-off this week. The show hasn't dropped yet, but I think we did well.
I'll listen to that, definitely.
Yeah, so I think we did. It only ended up being about 40 minutes, so it's a quick listen. Buddy usually takes a lot of notes when he does Kirkin-off, but when Pat and I are on, he tends to not do that. And we just bullshit. So it comes off a lot like this show.
Yeah.
Except Buddy does steer the ship a little bit, but yeah. So we did that. That was fun. We basically talked about some of the same stuff we've talked about here tonight as far as the trip down to Magnolia and whatnot. I already did talk about Dave Cullinane not being as available to
Dave being a cunt.
Yeah. So without mincing words, Dave being a bit of a cunt, not letting us on. Pat, did you have any thoughts on last week's show and how they did? I think they did a good job.
They did a very good job. I like the sports talk. I would have continued it this week, but we have no High Blind Mike, no Phil, but we never gave Phil the invite. But I told Phil I'd like to have him on when we're on.
We could absolutely have him on. I was going to tag him in our pre-show tweet, but I couldn't. When I did it, it wouldn't just fill in who he was. You know how you start to type somebody's handle and it throws it in? And it didn't, and I couldn't remember, and I was like, do I not follow him? But then, I don't know. I didn't do it. John Smith wants us to reset the card. We've done that a few times. We can do it again. I'll go through the beginning. Although, we still have 2 items that are up in the corner where one we're not going to get to with no killer unless he shows up. It's supposed to be terp zone with killer. The part of Jay's Mayhem tonight is being played by Pat crunching his bag of chips in front of us. I'm hoping Jason from Attleboro jumps in the comments and starts yelling at Pat for eating on camera again.
Kind of draw out.
And then at some point, we're going to get a look inside Pat's tent. Not while he's eating, I'm sure. But those are 2 more things on the card that would wrap up the card. So now we can reset the card. We talked about Magnolia. We talked about me having COVID. Does everyone know that I had COVID? I had COVID. I still have COVID. Still testing positive for COVID. Some co-host. Yeah, I know. Then what else did we talk about? We talked about Jay getting suspended literally 2 seconds ago. And then we talked about last week's show, and Phil should be on GVE because Phil was pretty good on that show. I think Phil should have a show on GVE that's sports heavy, Homer sports heavy. I think that would be really good. Pat and I went on Kirkin-off. We did a good, what would you say, about 40 minutes of Kirkin-off, Pat?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It was a good conversation. We like talking to Buddy. We didn't get to talk to BMD because he's in Aruba. But, you know, we just got to be jealous of him being in Aruba and us being in Massachusetts. And then we talked about Dave being a cunt and not putting us on. We'll do that again, I guess, if we want. And, I didn't get to. One thing that Barstool Advisor recommended for the card was the back and forth between Jay and some berry company. Which company was this? The Driscoll Berry Company was going back and forth with Jay about berries. And he ended, it ended as like this. I don't know how to zoom in on me, or I would, but there was that back and forth, and I was hoping that had something to do with him being suspended. Maybe it did. But
Driscoll didn't say anything vulgar.
What's that, Pat?
He didn't say anything vulgar or anything.
It's true. But you never know when people are going to complain about stuff. So that was this week's card. Barely ate up an hour. And we're done with it. We've been through it twice. Last week we went like an hour and a half before I was out of topics. 2 weeks ago, I should say. And last week, Dave brought like a 10-subject card to the table, which I wasn't expecting. They did a really good job, but they were very sports heavy again. So their topics were pretty easy. They were talking about the different sports teams. Oh, the Celtics did this. Oh, the Bruins did that. Oh, here's Phil to talk about the same things. Oh. So that's it. We're going off the card now. So anything anyone wants to talk about, we can talk about. Card is finished. One of these episodes, I'm going to go through old cards. I have a bunch of old cards set up. That might be if I could find a funny way to do it, we'll revisit cards from shows past.
Did you show the video that Stone sent you?
Oh, I didn't. We can do that. We can visit Zach's grow room.
Yeah.
Where did I put that? Right here at the bottom.
Nice legal Massachusetts setup.
There it is. And at some
What
point,
do you have in there?
I have, each row is different. Purple Chem, Do-si-do, and Tropicana cookies.
Right on. I don't have any of inside my tent. I don't believe, not from this week at least.
I'm most excited about the Purple Chem. It's one of my absolute favorites.
Is that right?
Cannabis cup winner strain from, well, it's from Cali Connection, the strain, but the cut is from local grower in Rhode Island that won a cannabis cup with it.
Good deal.
I'm going to show up my outdoor.
The ones that are going to go to the outdoors. Let's see if we get some chirps from Bill.
Be right back. I'm going to take a piss.
Yep. Bill McNeil says we're super unprofessional. Not sure why.
He says I am because I'm eating.
Oh, all right. What's happening with some Trop cookies? We'll leave that up till Zach gets back. I clicked to Pat in the grow room, but there's no picture yet. I love being abandoned on the screen with nothing to talk about. Bill McNeil says Pat's unprofessional. I don't disagree. But he did drive all that way, so I'm not going to rip on him too much. I did 0 driving, just so everyone knows. You see the thickness of these glasses? You don't want me driving. Now we're inside the tent. Let's see. Can I put Pat center screen? Yes, I can. Pat, do you want to do any narration? Oh, I can't unmute you. You're muted on the phone. So
I'm muted. All right. So, like the back 3 rows, well, like 3.5. Because where does, the Wilson starts in the middle, and that's Bill's stuff. But, so the whole back row, the whole second row, those are all mine. And about half of the third row. And then it goes into Bill's. And this is kind of like the freebie.
Who's that one yellowy plant up front? Right there.
These are those auto flowers.
Okay.
Get out of here, you. Get.
Kitty wants to get high. Bill's a proud.
Everything's looking good. We got to get some 15-gallon pots, and then we got to get the soil.
Yeah, is that soil more expensive?
We're gonna have to do some research.
Oh, if you get the living soil, yeah, it is, because there's a lot more that goes into it. It's all organic and all that shit. Especially if you get shit that's already been cooked for a while.
I see. I did look up.
These are way ahead of
where they were last year.
Like when I put them last year. I think I started them after 4/20 last year, and then I put them outside like the second week of May. So they'll go out the same time. but they're going to be way ahead.
Oh, I think I kicked Pat out by accident.
No, I kicked myself out.
All right. For some reason, I left myself on, though. I don't like that one.
Yeah, that was weird.
That one was weird. This is what happens when I don't 100% know what I'm doing. It's one of those things. But so that's our plant update for the week. I would really like to have a killer's terp zone, but Killer fucked off and left us.
Well, nice, Killer.
He just got a promotion, and now I don't know. Got into a fight over his promotion.
BA just got a promotion too.
Yeah, he got a real life promotion. He's getting his own bank.
Ooh.
John Smith wants to start the list over again. Magnolia, COVID, suspension, Phil, Kirkin-off, Dave's a cunt, Jay and the Berries, no terp zone, Pat's plants. Done. There's the recap of the card.
I dig it.
Yeah. It's becoming a staple on the show where people want to reset the card every 5 minutes, which is good. But we finished the card, but we can still keep resetting whenever the crowd wants. The crowd of 2 commenters. This is actually feeling more like one of our shows. I keep looking at the viewers, and our viewers are through the roof, and we know why, and we thank the why, but I'm not going to go into the why.
You're welcome. I'm back.
Say that's what it is. Although I was going to say this show feels more like one of our typical 16 views by next Friday show,
Yeah.
which is good, which is where I like it. We're just here to fucking bullshit and all that. And in case anyone didn't notice, I have COVID. I'm sick. So
You look rough, man. Let me tell you.
I always look like this.
Thanks for battling through.
You're a fucking real trooper.
I'm trying. I'm not pretending to have a really bad runny nose and a horrible cough, as I've seen done or heard done on very popular.
I think Kirk was overselling it too.
That's what I was getting at.
Oh, okay. Sorry for ruining your pun.
No, that's all right. I didn't know how to land it, so you did it.
He just made it seem like he was fucking like, I'm doing this for you guys. Like, fuck off. You talk so much shit about us, and then you want to sit here and say I'm doing this for you. You suck a dick.
I listen to the episode stuff, and I will continue to.
It's just, I hate that shit. Like, woe is me, fucking blah, blah, blah. It's like,
yeah,
bro, you have the fucking easiest job in the world, dude. Like, legit easiest job. Like, my job's not very taxing either, so that's why I don't complain about my shit. But when I go in sick, I fucking sell cars. Like, it's not fucking rocket science, I just talk shit all day.
As evidenced by this show, I can't do what he does to the level he does. I'm proving that right now, but he can't do my job either.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's very good at what he does. Everyone has their own individual things that they're good at. But it's just like, bro, you literally work maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours a day. And occasionally you're a fucking librarian. Wow.
That's volunteer, too.
Yeah.
You don't have to do that.
It's probably fucking community service from something.
Maybe. From that whole Fire Felgra thing when they tried to arrest him.
Yeah, exactly.
Community service, you have to go work in your own kid's library.
Make him fucking pick up trash on the train tracks.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. I might be able to find clips. I can because I have them in a folder. Oh, so can I just import them? I think I can. Let's see if I'm as dumb as I think I am. Well, I try to take a dab.
I fucking fell asleep at work today. It got fucking just slow. We were busy in the morning. Then for like fucking an hour, 2 hours, dude, literally no one in the showroom. Nothing. So I sit down. We have wicked comfy chairs in the waiting room. And I'm just watching golf. The next thing you know, I'm fucking head back, mouth wide open, fucking snoring. Super professional.
I can't do that because I'm back most of the time.
Yeah. I occasionally do. I can't sit in the chairs in the waiting room. Every time. It's like a dad fucking recliner, dude. I just pass out every single time.
So when are you going to flip yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
I probably won't flip mine till probably mid-May. I'm letting mine get fucking like 5 feet tall.
You going to take a shit ton of clones?
Yeah, I mean, we already have these cloned at my buddy's house.
Oh.
With mine, I was planning on doing some either next week or the week after, taking some clones, and then if they look like they're gonna root right away, then flip the plants over at that point.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the clip that you and Pat and John wanted me to play earlier.
But this time in this room, as you can tell from the last time, we took a row out. We're only doing 12. We're going to individually trellis each row because last time what hurt us the most is that we couldn't get in there to defoliate, lollipop, do that type of shit. So, we got significantly less than we were expecting, and then we flipped them too early, and they didn't stretch enough to the lights. And with the LEDs, they need to be close. Like I said, that last grow was my first grow ever with LED. So it was a fucking major learning curve for me. Because I always did high pressure sodium where you need to keep them 2-3 feet away.
Yeah, because they have a lot of heat.
Yeah, tons of heat. So, big learning curve. And then not being able to get in there and take care of them was a fucking huge mistake.
You couldn't all that underneath.
Exactly, dude. Couldn't defoliate the top because we trellised the whole room. So you couldn't get to the back. You couldn't do much, So this time we're doing it this way, and I have a feeling we're going to get fucking great results this time. We figured out the
Always
humidity
learning.
thing. Yeah, exactly, dude. Like, no matter how good you think you are at it, there's always ways to improve.
All right, I found that clip, and I'm gonna play it. As soon as I finish off.
Hey, would you tell these guys about the time you were banging our fucking dead friend's fucking girlfriend at the time?
I thought Is that the one, John? You weren't paying attention. I find the clip just for John, and he's not even paying attention when I play it. I'm not starting the list over again, John. But that's the list. And the card. I don't know what
My mic went out. I thought you said you had a sound you played.
I had a clip that you asked for, but I'll play it again for you.
Hey, would you tell these guys about the time you were banging a fucking dead friend's fucking girlfriend at the time?
I thought Is that the one you wanted?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Pat, next I think we're switching to dosatrons.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Just so much easier. You don't have to mix the nutrients. You put the nutrients in the things, and then as the water flows through it, releases the right amount of fucking nutrient, So it's less, and then it's always the correct amount.
Do they make a little tiny one for a home grow that's small?
You can get smaller ones.
I have to look into them because I get lazy with
What's it called again?
Dosatron.
Dosatron. Yeah, I'm always up to finding out more automated things. So it's
Automated
less,
is the shit, dude.
It's just less work.
Yeah, it's especially if you're busy, have a normal life job and all that shit, too. Like people, that's what irritates me with people. They don't realize how much work goes behind the scenes with it.
Sure.
Like it's a ton.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
even if you only have 5 plants, dude, in a small tent, it's still a lot, dude. Mixing, getting pH right, getting watering every day, every other day. Just making time, dude. It's rough.
And then if you have to get a defoliate because you have the huge dinosaur fucking leaves everywhere and you want to get to the bottom of the plant, you have to pay attention to that shit.
Dude, even 4 plants, dude, if you defoliate like once or twice a week, that's 3 hours. Yeah. Hour and a half each time, dude, just to make it look right and fucking do it. And if you scrog or anything like that to make sure that the net's full, shit's coming up right, all that shit, dude. It's fucking a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never ending. And you think, oh well, I'm gonna get all this free weed. Fuck you, it's not free. You know what I put into it?
No, it's not free. Everyone always says, "Oh, it's free weed. It's free weed." It's not fucking free weed.
Not even close. Pay for your electric bill, don't you?
Pay your electric bill. You pay for the
nutrients.
Supplies. Pay for the nutrients. Pay for the water that you pay a water bill. So when you're taking water out of the tap, and your time is fucking valuable.
Yeah,
you're not working for fucking free.
That's the most expensive part of it.
Yeah, pretty much. So nothing's fucking free.
No.
Just because you're growing it yourself.
That's why I laugh at people when they complain that I charge more for what I grow. I'm like, yeah, bro, because it's my fruits of my labor, bro. Like you're paying for what I did. Like it doesn't matter.
You need to get a return on your investment.
Exactly. But if you don't, what's the point? But I can see if you only grow outdoor, if you live in that type of place where you can't have perpetual outdoors, but we don't. Here you have feels like the outdoor season gets shorter and shorter every year.
Yeah. I got stuff that flowers pretty quickly too. So,
well, like 60 days.
Yeah, 60, 63. So,
that's the way to do it.
Yeah. I chop it down early, like you said last year. If I did that, it would just longer hash. That's all.
Yeah.
So definitely
flavor too.
Yeah, I don't want to lose out like I did last year. I lost too much. Just getting I talked
to some of my friends around the country, dude. I tell them like blood rot and shit. They're like, what? Yeah. Like, bro, you don't have like the humidity we have. You don't have the rain. All that shit here. Where if you don't fucking go out there, shake them every day, fucking do all that shit, open them up, fucking, so the breeze gets through them good and all that shit. You're fine.
Is it weird that plants just be male or female based off like a fucking gust of wind?
No. It's not off a dust of wind, it's genetics.
Too.
Here comes fucking Bill.
That's all based off like when you're in your womb, like there's a month period where like you're either a boy or a girl. It's all based off like the fucking moon, I swear. That's a true fact.
What?
It's not. It's not a true fact.
We're getting into biology now?
They're not all going to be females, fucking Bill. Go fuck yourself. We're just hoping for the best.
As many females as possible, right? But then if you have a male, you can fucking dedicate a female and harvest her seed.
Bill, buy some fucking fenni seeds of another strain and we'll fucking put that shit out there too. What the fuck?
I thought Buddy was coming.
Sort of that. Buddy blew us off.
Buddy blew you off. That actually hasn't been a topic of the show in a while. People that were supposed to be coming that aren't.
Well, we didn't book any guests.
Yeah.
We tried to book. Well, Killer tried to book Cully, and then Killer didn't show up. I think he's embarrassed that he missed his first big fish for our show.
Well, that's understandable.
So how about you tell him what the usual ratio of female to males and regular seeds can be? Just to shut this fucking piece.
If you get like I said, you guys got high quality seeds and shit from like a reputable company that's probably been tested and good R&D. It's probably 70%.
Does he know what a cucumber? Cucumber.
It's funny, I have a good joke about that. What's the difference between being hungry and horny?
Cucumbers.
What?
No, where you put the cucumber.
I was well.
So at least 70%, you fucking scumbag. It's better than
shit, dude. I popped seeds like from less reputable companies. Dude. I've gotten like 2 females.
Yeah.
But then I popped seeds from like Thug Pug and shit, where I've gotten all females.
This is like
how much?
Either the 1 or the 2 top hash breeder in the country right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Only seeds. So.
Yeah. But the thing is, man, it's like it's all genetics.
Mm-hmm.
You have good quality genetics, you'll get it. But male aren't bad either. Because sometimes sometimes if you see a good strong male, then you can kind of guess how the females will be. So if the male's fucking strong and like pushing trichomes and all that shit, like before they get to the pollen stage, then you have fucking good quality strain. that'll produce.
Only the best. Only the best. Have you guys been playing NHL?
I have it on right now, actually, behind me.
Have you been streaming or no?
No, because I haven't really been playing lately because this whole area has been still under, but now it's complete. So
Lego Star
already
Wars is where it's at right now.
Like I said earlier, it looks like you're starting your own casting couch in that.
I mean, we don't know what he does the rest of the week.
Good point.
Yeah.
We need a 30, says.
Is that tube for the cat?
I don't have 2020.
That's Pat's con.
I was gonna say.
That's the cat. That's a cat. That's a cat toy.
Yeah. My buddy always says, if you ever need a last minute gift for like a child to toddler, you just get one of those. They fucking love it.
It's not a bad idea.
We got.
Or just bring an empty Amazon box. They fucking love boxes.
Yeah.
Actually, now that I think about it, toddlers are like cats.
Yeah.
Those tube things and boxes.
Cats are smarter than toddlers, but like they act same.
I loathe cats. I can't stand them.
I'm not a cat guy myself. I won't hate on them, but I don't like them.
My cats are chill.
What does that mean? I won't hate on them, but I don't like them.
I don't like them. Not a big fan. My mom had a bunch of cats growing up. Patter's Bill.
I don't have the new fucking WWE, and I'm not paying fucking full price for it.
Pat is frugal. If you don't know this yet, Pat is very frugal.
Damn right.
Nothing wrong with
Pat,
that.
Pat had a cooler with a bunch of ice, and no one else thought to bring drinks.
Pat's like the parents at fucking the old Riverside with the cooler in the back making sandwiches on the side, not getting the food inside, you know?
Yes.
It's not on sale enough. It's only like 25%. It's got to be more than that. And I need it to be like 8% off.
I like the moderation of the fight between Noah and Pat.
I'm not buying it right now. It's still too expensive.
Is it actually a good game this time, or
I heard it's really good.
really?
Yeah.
SmackDown was in Worcester the other day.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's DCU Center.
No, I've been to a couple of shows there over the years.
Actually, yesterday, I think.
Could have been.
Christy.
Somebody think something to talk about this. I'm out of ideas.
Reset the card.
We did that. Okay. So we went to Magnolia. There was a drive.
Okay.
And then I got COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Talked about that.
Jay got suspended. We're not sure why. We think maybe it's Woo, maybe it's Roundup, maybe it's that might be the big company.
It's Woo, aka we all know who it was.
And then what else? Phil from Talking Loud should be on TV. He should have his own show.
Done and done.
I'm Trump.
Done and done.
That was highlighted like argument from last week. He had Phil on. Phil was awesome last week.
Yes, I mean, who got him on, Phil? Or Phil?
High Blind Mike reached out to him.
That's the kind of shit that we need.
I think he used Buddy to get as go-between, but still, he got it done.
Yeah, the NWO edition is still $90.
Didn't Talk Loud say
Not spend
nothing
much.
just end too?
It just ended. They just put out their last show
I want
today.
a Phil and the Chain. I want a show between those.
I think that'll work. Back crew was the real talent from Magnolia.
Right here, sweetie.
Oh,
There's your answer.
What do you guys think about Chris ending theater near me?
that biggest.
So we set up the same table as Chris for the show at the restaurant.
Yeah.
How many people are you going to kill?
So I think Clapper gave it to us. I think he spread at the table. I think Jay was faking. This is all sarcasm. I don't want to get a bunch of hate mail from Jay.
The one who said Cully wasn't.
But yeah, the whole restaurant was a cluster. I'm surprised there was only like 7 confirmed cases or whatever they said. There must be more.
I think there's 10.
Oh yeah, I think they said 10.
There should be more. There's more people that
could
didn't test.
There's probably a bunch of people that had it, the last round, so they didn't get it.
Could be. But yeah. So Chris Clemmer was at the same table as us. Him and his wife. They did an improv thing.
That was awful.
There was only one funny line, maybe 2.
The end where Chris goes, Steve asks, are you only going to fucking ask questions?
Yeah, that was hilarious. I
Well,
liked
that is improv though, but I thought it was funny when Chris was like, he had one line in it that was funny.
what about the dog?
Yeah, what about the dog? Improv is really never funny.
No.
No.
And we all have to admit, Chris probably has a massive hog, because if his wife is willing to move around for a fucking expansion team, that guy must be fucking the white Lexington Steel. Like, he must have a fucking jackhammer for some broad to fucking follow around and have no job and fucking go to the movie theater every day. This kid must be in every wall and spot ever.
Not anymore.
Well, if you watch me and Neston show called His Daddy, will tell you exactly how to hit those walls.
I saw it
Actually, I enjoyed the sex tips part of your show with Neston. I think that's a keeper.
Yeah, the sex tips part is great.
He's a riot, that kid.
Oh, nothing's awesome.
Like when Cully said that the network was open to anyone, the only person I messaged to do a show was Neston. And it ended up we did a show on our network.
Yeah. You said you're going to do that Wednesday nights now?
Yeah. So instead of Before Meeting of the Minds on Wednesdays, being the Couple Two Tree show, it's going to be Tuesdays for that show, and then me and Nothing Wednesdays. Then Mondays hit the Rice Bucket.
Well, I was going to ask about that next because I'm excited for that. I want to see that show take off.
Yeah.
I think Vodka and Pat would do a great job with that.
What day is that?
That's Monday.
Monday?
Yeah.
Like this
Okay.
This coming Monday.
Oh, Jesus.
What show?
It's the Pat and Dr. Vodka Hawk Show. I'm excited for that one. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, boy.
I can tell Pat's excited too.
I want you here.
So do I prefer daddy or dad?
That was not the video I meant to play.
It's still good. Every time. Go ahead.
When that guy comes on screen and goes, "Hello, it's Papa." Die. I fucking die. The audio is bad. Now he's
Your
trying.
fucking audio is bad.
Now I know who Crying Carano is.
Good stuff.
What's it called? Hit the Rice Bucket Mondays. No idea what it's going to be about. I just was getting so many messages about me making a video for Vodka, like of him whining, that I just thought it'd be better to create a video for a show that I should do and then put out there and then say it starts Monday.
Yeah. It feels like the
did
right
the
move.
same thing to Jay. Guess what? It's one of the more successful shows out there right now, I must say.
It's true. And the one thing about Meeting of the Minds is you never know who's going to be on it and who's going to start it.
Truly, by definition, was built that way.
Yeah, I'm not criticizing. I'm not.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
saying
you
it's a
weren't.
good thing.
I wasn't insulting you.
Okay. I just want to make sure you didn't.
Yeah, no, you're good. I love you, Chris.
All right. Thank you.
What's it
I love
called?
you too.
I would love to know if you guys actually do that show Monday. Like, who's gonna you should get a producer and actually do the show.
That would be a good idea.
We're gonna have to get Willie.
No, get Chris.
I won't be there,
Chris
man.
can't do it. Right?
Chris is gonna have to work.
I would happily
Willie
do
would
it
in a second,
and not
who
say
better
word.
who better to have on that show than Will G with this?
Right.
I mean, he did bets gambling every day, or bets hockey every day.
But we're gonna have Killers. We're supposed to having Killer on too.
Killer
No, we're supposed to have Killer here tonight, so.
Yeah, Killer fleet out.
Sure did. Left.
Killer fucking flee.
So we're almost at an hour and a half. After that, I don't take responsibility because there's supposed to be terp zone. Half an hour.
Who are you missing? Where's had my mic time?
No idea. Haven't talked. Oh.
Easter is probably at
He
church.
might be at church.
You don't go to eat, or you don't go to
The night before Easter, most likely he's hiding eggs.
I've seen the latest video on Facebook of like a priest, what the fuck they call those people, the kitty diddlers. And they had like a bucket of fucking, I would assume, holy water, and they're taking like a fucking, like, a pitcher that's like 2 cups, that would be like 2 cups of water, and just taking and fucking throwing it on people. It was fuck. Oh, and then at the end, he takes a bucket and dumps it on this old bitch. It was fucking hilarious.
Part of the Easter celebration is washing the feet of people. I want to say that. So.
That's why I'm not religious, dude. Fucking people washing feet. That's fucking.
That's symbolism back in the day.
Yeah. Feet are
That's
fucking.
symbolism back in the day. You mean
Feet
back
are-
then people didn't wear shoes.
Yeah, well, I get it.
Like, why do we?
Two things on this planet I hate the most: feet and gum.
Oh, you hate gum?
Gum, bro. It's fucking. When people chew gum in front of me, I want to throw up. Gum is fucking nasty. I'd rather watch someone smoke crack in front of me than eat it.
No, don't say that. Crack is.
I don't want anyone smoking crack anyway. Thank you.
It's the stinkiest.
Not a good smell. I've tried it twice.
It's the worst.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, not a good experience.
So
I want to find the right bucket, but I can't.
What's the Leafs score?
it's 4-4.
Jesus Christ.
Lightning up 6-4.
Did I ever tell you the first Bruins game I ever went to live was the Leafs Bruins game where they came back?
Hey, Dad, the Leafs suck.
Love it.
Really? That was the first game you ever.
First Bruins game I ever went to.
Wow.
When we left, dude, my buddy looks at me because I went and spent like $300 at the fucking merch stand, getting my kids like a puck helmet, the fucking bear claws and shit.
Yeah.
And I go to my buddy, I'm like, oh, we can leave anytime. He's like, nah, man. He's like, you have to stay to the handshake. You have to stay.
Fuck that.
I'm like, all right.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, yeah, okay. So a while, and all of a sudden they start coming back, and this was years ago, and 9/11, all that shit happened. And there was 2 Arabic people sitting next to me in Maple Leaf jersey, and I look at the guys like, bro, you're fucking 0 for 2 right now. You might want to get the fuck out of here. They were talking shit, and then the Bruins started coming back. I thought the place was going to explode, like fall down when they won. It was fucking when they scored in overtime. I was like, what the fuck? And then I went out and I was like, dude, you just hit a fucking hole-in-one on your first golf shot ever. Like, don't ever fucking go to. He's like, you'll never top this.
Right.
Ever.
I sold my tickets for the game
Oh,
because we'd had season. That was like our 5th or 6th year with the season tickets, and we had seen so many games happen losses. So we were like, yeah, let's try to make a little bit of money off this. So at least when they came back and won, we were like, all right, there's more games to go to. But I wasn't stressing out because nothing was going to top 2011 when they had won, and I went to every playoff game that year. So nothing was ever going to top that.
Did you make good money on tickets?
I think we sold them for a little bit more than what we paid for them. We made really good money in the conference final against Pittsburgh. We sold the game 3 tickets, the game that went to double overtime, and the Bruins won. We sold those for $250 a piece.
wow.
And we bought them, and our price was like 70 something maybe. So we made pretty good money on that. And then we went to Game 4 when they beat them. It was $125 a ticket.
My old used car manager used to have Red Sox season tickets, but during the peak, like the 04 to like fucking 2010, 11, when 13, that year, bro, he used to fucking make, dude, 20 grand, 30 grand extra a year selling tickets.
Best tickets to best tickets to get if you're like a business owner or something is minor league tickets. Like you can spend good money on like good seats at a minor. Like our stadium up here is the like little Yankees, so like the stadium is it's like phenomenal. It's better than most of the baseball parks in the MLB I've been.
Well, it's like us. They just built the place for they call them the Woo Sox in Worcester. Fucking places, Polar Park. They moved from Pawtucket.
Yeah, we have the AAA team, dude. The Yankees came completely. We had the Phillies, like the Red Barons were the Phillies little team, and then we got the Yankees little team, and came and just demolished the old stadium and just built a brand new stadium. They built it kind of like to resemble Williamsport, where there's like a hill in the background. And like where the stadium is in Scranton is just like, it's called Glenmara, and it's just like this mountain, but all the rocks up there, it looks like you're in like a quarry. Like VA's always talking about the wall, like the back, like the home run wall in Montage is just surrounded by its massive sandstone wall. It's fucking huge. Like the mountain cut off.
Well, it's like Worcester, like the city owns most of it because they put in most of the funding, and like they made it a city park, so you can go in 24 hours a day. Like the park's open to the public at all times. They have like a playground in the back. It's fucking super nice. People hate it because it drove prices up, but they put like at the beginning of the shithole in Worcester, and it's completely turned the area around. They put it near Kelly Square. They redid Kelly Square. Like all that shit too. So plus you can get tickets for fucking $12. It's good. Cheap fun. The food
used to have a team in Lowell, but they got rid of that team. I don't even think they're there anymore.
They moved them somewhere. I don't know where to.
Yeah, is that what they did? They moved them.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what the fuck they use that little baseball field now for.
And they turned like an old factory that was a shithole into like apartments for the players. So the players live in Worcester now too, and shit like that.
Big minor league money in town.
Oh yeah.
Get a hot prospect as a fucking signing bonus.
Now fucking parking's insane everywhere. There's parking things everywhere. It's fucking nuts.
I think the idea of paying for parking anywhere is ridiculous, but I work in Boston, so
firsthand.
A fucking premium. I have to park a lot though, so I'm fine. I don't have to search for a spot.
They're just parking. Some parking spots in Boston go fucking $250,000.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like on fucking near the harbor and all that shit. Seaport and all that shit. Wild.
Pat, what is that? You're fine. I thought it was like a very tiny remote that
Get ready to like set off something.
Yeah, I was like, what is he?
My enemies are right up the fucking fry.
I'm like, oh my god, dude, there's a missile headed towards you. Yeah.
Pat has been accused of building IEDs in his basement.
Yes, I have been accused of making my own destruction acts of destruction. No, I don't have anything like that.
I mean, when people see your dab press, I could see why they think that.
He was seeing all the empty friggin' water jugs that I was using to feed my outdoor plants.
Yeah.
Thought I was making bombs using those. So, no, not this year either, because hopefully I'm getting the water-only soil. So I don't have to worry about mixing fucking 30 different containers. And
we have to make sure your water's still good, though. You have good water?
Oh, yeah, my water is like, when I put when I put the meter in, it like has like the same like reading if I stick it in like a thing of spring water. It's got the same ppms.
Okay, well, pH is big with living soil. Because you can kill a lot of the microbes and shit. Remember that.
Mhm.
So you want to make sure it's between like 6.1, 6.5, closer to the 6.1 with the living soil.
I'll check right
And
now.
not too alkaline and shit, you know?
I don't think there's any of that shit in there.
Just want to make sure, because if you're using water only, that like with all those organisms that live in that, it's like super important.
Yeah. Super important, I guess.
Did you give this clip to Zach? What is that?
That's his grow room.
Hey, would you tell these guys by the time you were banging a fucking dead friend's fucking girlfriend at the time?
Oh no! I never listened to that.
I like that.
I know Chris played it earlier, but I didn't hear that, and I didn't know the name of the clip is called "Dead Friend." That's fucked up. Chris.
Well, I had to remember what it was.
Chris.
I had to remember what it was.
It's like Pat doesn't want it to be said, but as if the dead.
Who the fuck you, Hunter Biden?
Yeah, that's
What
What do you know?
Hunter Biden started banging his fucking dead brother's wife.
Number
like 3
one,
days later.
he died recently. This happened like
Well, who's still alive?
17 years ago.
Oh, okay.
15 years ago.
I don't think Neil really knows how to pull a joke out of Matt out there. Just
he knows
saying
how to do
that.
At that point, he's dead. You won't know.
Yeah, he
Fuck
was.
it.
His
He
want
was
to still
alive
do.
when that banged her, though. I think it's-
Oh, he was.
Oh!
What? Wait, what?
Fucking dirty dog, you.
No, what?
The kid was alive when you banged the girl, no?
Yeah, but they weren't seeing each other.
Were they? Were they?
They weren't.
Anymore.
They weren't.
Pat.
No, they weren't.
Pat.
Who gives a fuck? Good for you.
Well, not long ago.
It was 2007, asshole.
10 years ago, he says.
That's more than 10 years ago, retard.
I said that's somebody's daughter.
Oh, dude, you know what the worst thing is? So when I used to do the walk of shame, no, he did not know that I was there. When I used to do the walk of shame, I used to walk right by him. I used to be like, "Hey, good morning, how you doing?" As I was walking out, I just fucking horse shit out all day.
Funniest comments. That comment back.
Number one, I don't remember that, and I think he was calling her at one point. Yeah, he was like he wanted to see her and stuff.
It's funny when you.
I don't think I was.
It's funny when you have a voice that when you comment, you read the comments as that voice. Like I just read his comments now as his voice, and they're just Pat. They're so funny.
That's what I was getting at earlier.
Such a dirtbag.
I love fucking Pat through Bill McNeil because it's third party and we don't get blamed.
Hands are clean.
All you do is embrace this really funny character. And Pat gets
I don't remember that either. I don't remember any of this stuff. He's remembering different shit.
Well, you were busy, so I could see why you might not remember other things on your face.
I like the mystery of the whole story, if I'm being honest.
So when your other buddy was rubbing her, what did he get? Anything good?
I don't remember. I think he got like a camera and maybe he got like a necklace or some shit. I had no idea he was doing that.
With a picture of Pat giving her the hammer.
And then he walked back home from there. That was like in like the deep. That was on like the Methuen, New Hampshire line, kind of the deep area there. No, it was like way down, like Howard Street and all that shit.
Okay, over by Pond Street. Get into Salem.
All way down there.
The fire station.
And this kid walked all the way, even like past the fire station. And then this kid walked all the way back home to Lawrence from there.
Oh.
I think he ended up going. He took like a wrong turn. He ended up on Route 28 in Salem, and they just walked up 28 from there.
But
that's true.
That in between to get to 28, so he took a wrong turn and walked a long way.
Yes.
Okay, just make sure that's known.
Long way.
Over by the turkey farm and shit.
That's pretty right. So that Bill's last comment is factual. It's a factual statement.
That's hot. That's fucking hot.
That is. Like, I know.
I'm slightly aroused by it.
Not simply because
She was a pharmacist.
I'm sure she was.
She said she had a rattler.
She knew all about Plan B.
she
Stories about those are
was
fun,
a pharmacist, so she had a rattler. That is a rap lyric just waiting to be made.
That's my shirt right there.
Yeah, Pat.
Shirt.
That sounds like a Lil Wayne's line that's already been made.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
Dubs is a dirtbag. Maybe I should get Dubs on the show one time. He'd be too much. We'd have to meet him all the time.
So who served their asshole?
Oh, that was friggin'
I forgot to ask about that.
What was that about, Pat?
that was East Coast Cowboy who did that. That's the shit he does. Well, that's his gimmick name. I don't want to give out
That's not his Chris.
Gimmicks fucking show his asshole.
That's not his gimmick. That's kind of what he does, though.
That goes. That's his
It's his gimmick name, asshole.
gimmick name.
Yeah, you have some fucking
East
weird
Coast,
friends.
East Coast.
They drop the K word in their assholes on screen all the time.
They dropped the K word.
Remember that one time? One time with bad people over there dropped the K word?
What's that?
I'm not gonna say it.
Is it a Jewish K word?
Derogatory for Jews.
Oh,
That's
pretty sure he did it then. He's Jewish, so he's allowed to do that.
Okay.
No, I had no idea that he did that. I was friggin' loading up my friggin' buffalo. All of a sudden, I hear everyone friggin' going nuts, and I look up, and then I hear over in the corner, "Oh, Greeley just showed his asshole," and I friggin' started laughing because I was like, "Oh, of course he did."
I
He
think
didn't do
he got fucking pink eye.
But at my bachelor party, he friggin' came out of the bathroom with a towel around his waist because he was coming out of the shower. And he pulls his nuts out and he was like, "Hey guys, is this okay?"
Yo, what do you guys think goes on in those guys' brains? Like, where like everybody has that guy in their crew that like had to show the shit. Like, why? Why is that part of science?
You just want to no, then everybody's gonna laugh.
Is it?
Yeah, I had a buddy back in the day that he thought his cock was a party favor and fucking whip it out of the
Well,
time.
like, yo, there's a breaking point here where, like, if you have a hammer that's worth it, then all the power to you.
Oh yeah.
The guys that normally do this aren't those people.
Yeah, dude. If I had one that little like a baby holding a corn muffin, I'd show it to
I watched
him.
a video someone posted the other day of like it was like chaos, and then it just like went to like a guy peeing on the side of a building, and he just
Yeah, I saw that. It was in Seattle.
Where was that guy's winner?
I know. He's having a problem there.
It's cold in Seattle.
He was. It was
explosions going on all over the place.
If I was that man, that's how you have to cancel yourself. That's what cancel. Like, dude, you got caught with your pants down red-handed.
Well, no one wants to piss with boner.
You're dinky.
You have to stand all awkwardly, pointed down.
Yeah, but would you
He was
turn
literally
away
just
from the
standing
wall?
outside of a Burger King, just like not even holding because it.
If you're gonna piss outside, are you gonna piss away from
These kids were holding his wiener up. Think of it, and it works. If you think about that, it actually makes.
Was he just surprised with the explosions and shit?
No, I looked drunk and just had a small wiener, I guess.
I think it was way more than the drunk. They might have been on like some
narc.
Other. No, I mean a narc. Hey, whatever gets going.
Hey,
I'm not judging anyone. I'm just saying he definitely was more than drunk.
I think that's fair.
I sent Fox that video, and he just didn't even answer me. But remember how oh, maybe. See that you guys just know each other.
No, I know he's got a young, so.
I'm so glad I don't have young kids anymore. It's the fucking worst.
I don't either.
Oh.
I never will.
Is there a point where anyone wants kids?
You know what? Like, especially now, my kids are a little more self-sufficient and shit. They're great. You know, when they're super young, they can talk and tell you what's up and all that shit. I mean, it's they, you know, they're fine, but it's like this stage where my kids are at now is the shit.
Yeah.
You know, I can do fun, like my son, he's 15, and his friends of that. I bring fucking concerts. I brought a Corn a couple weeks ago. Didn't tell him fucking Limp Bizkit, you know. I bring the shit I want to do.
My kid was telling me what he wanted when he was 2.
Well, yeah, my kid would too, but it's
I was
just like
around a lot of little kids today, and some of them are smart as hell, bro.
Yeah.
Like smarter.
oh no, kids nowadays are 1,000 times, 100,000 times smarter
I
than we
don't,
were.
I don't get it.
Everything that they're with.
I don't know about that. I was a smart little bastard. Just because like, I'm smart in the ways that babies can be smart, like, in the most basic of ways. But other than that, I'm dumb. But like that's how I understand that these little guys are smart.
Mm-hmm.
No response, guys.
Excellent.
Hey, bro, the babies are so smart. Just
All right,
fucking
guys.
stick them in the woods by themselves for a couple days or so.
That's true.
See how fucking smart they are. Then.
Yeah, give
Yep.
a fucking ayahuasca. So have a good one.
There you go.
My mom left me at her. My mom left me at her store once and just went home.
She's like, figure it out, stupid.
If you make home your mind, if you don't,
Fucking petrified.
Yeah, that was old school. My parents were like, all right, this will fucking scare him. Fucking see you later.
Oh yeah.
So do you guys remember earlier in the show when we made fun of Cully?
Yes.
Did anyone catch this part of the show during this past week? It was the second show this week.
Yeah. Anyway.
By the way, did you see that ESPN about the full
Yeah.
Worse than sin. Worse than sin.
I can't listen anymore, but
It was going to be over anyway.
What did he do?
Thankfully, it wasn't that long.
Probably playing a clip right before that.
Yeah, like the echo. Like
you have a like broadcaster in your StreamYard. If you share the screen and don't turn it off, use the board audio, it will echo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
So you're sending the board's audio and the sounds audio. It fucking.
So keep making excuses when I'm trying to make fun of him. That's fine.
Oh.
I was making fun of Cullen, and you just explained what happened.
You clearly can make fun of Cully, and he fucked up. It just shows that he fucked up. I was just saying how it happened.
Fucked up.
Did Cully look
really dumb move?
Did Cully look fucking like a bitch when Steve showed up?
No,
he was covered like a little girl.
He had a little bit of a grin on his face, like, oh fuck.
I've never seen a man take control of a room more than Steve Robinson.
I wanted them.
Oh, he walked in like Young Place.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Was he wearing a belt like with the shirt tucked in with the belt like?
Yes.
Yeah, I know it.
And whoever tweeted out that baby Gap outfit that matched Steve perfectly, that was priceless.
It was awesome. It was the exact outfit.
Steve took that picture of me.
He did.
Chris.
Oh my god, you guys are fucking monsters.
Like, Steve, you take this picture for us, please? Thank you.
Everything you do is disrespectful to the show.
So,
I love it.
That was a Pat production. I literally followed his lead.
Yeah, Steve, can you take this?
John, he grabs me and he goes, "We're gonna take
That's
this
what I
picture."
did.
And then he tells me, he asks Kirk, and then he tells Steve to take a picture. Like,
Yeah.
no said a word.
That's what happened to me when I was at Matt or Chicago and they had me come up on stage again. Steve was there and he had to get something like for me. I was like, Steve, you grab that for me. You know, run and grab it. It was so funny. But that was because DC is an idiot.
I agree.
I
like listening to Steve there.
Audio's
It was Mike a little weird all weekend too. That he was saying on the show.
I listened to the show when the show was off and the audio was just fine.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Nothing has changed.
Yeah, with
I'm gonna put my flour and tint on now so I can give you guys a little bit.
Oh, more Pat plans. We'll take a week show, by the way.
Hey, Dad, we suck.
Love it.
Check the sore on that.
I didn't put chicken patty one in here.
They're in overtime right now.
You not using like capital letters for your clips is insane person move.
I mean, I didn't think it mattered all that much. I expected me to look at it. I didn't know I was going to be graded.
I know that, but that just shows me how your brain works, and it's insane person move.
All right, I'll take that.
Yeah, being insane these days is the best.
I mean,
Fucking cunt!
I didn't mean that second time.
That's meant with the lowercase c. BA completely capitalized out of honor and respect.
Yeah.
JFA, next one capitalized. JFA.
Yeah.
Out of respect.
Well,
that's 1700 because you can't lowercase a number.
You ready to say that?
Well, it's like me at work, because our system uses all capitals. So, like, I'll email a customer in all capitals, and I'm like, I'll send an email after, I'll be like, dude, my bad, I'm not yelling at you. Because lower cases look fucked to me. Looking good.
They got big fast. Every time Pat shows the inside of his tent, I feel bad because I'm still using dirt. Why am I there? All right. So that was Pat plants. The second look.
How long has been he's grown those?
I gave you guys those, what?
6 weeks ago, maybe?
About 6 weeks ago.
And that was those Pat. Damn it.
Yeah.
I tried to say something.
I tried to get a little bit faster growth.
I did the second
Yeah.
wrong.
Those look fantastic, dude.
Thanks. I gotta freshen the water and nutrients tomorrow morning when I wake up.
Was that a Sunday tradition for you when you have your grows going?
Usually I like to do them either Saturday or Sunday, yeah. I woke up a little too late. I woke up early, but then I fell back asleep.
Have you ever thought about getting an undercurrent system?
I would like to have everything automated, as simple as possible. Have like just a big reservoir and have it feed out.
Yeah. Well, get to the undercurrents. You can get a nice little foresight that'll fit perfectly in there.
Yeah.
Has the water go around, put a little chiller on it.
Yeah. It'd be the way to go. I gotta rearrange everything. That side now is that you need to too, you piece of shit. Fucking get on that, he says. This fucking asshole puts it all on me.
I love this partnership that you guys have, though.
It's bullshit. It's not a partnership.
Bill just reaps the benefits.
Really?
Yeah.
That does all the work.
You allow that?
I'm with you, Pat. I'm on your side.
He's the Pat.
Fuck.
He's a dirtbag.
Shit. All right, I'm on whatever side Stone's on.
It's all on my property. It's all, I'm the one who has to take care of the shit.
Can we just take your trick in? Can I do that? Oh, can I play you? I wanted to play you guys earlier. Or I did play for you guys.
Yeah,
you can still play. You got time.
Papa O'Reilly one. We gotta share it again. Bang, bang. Okay, I hit the wrong one.
I know all about it. So we're not going to top that, which is perfect because we're at the last minute of the show. So we'll be able to sign off really quick and go on a high note.
That's why I played it.
That video is on.
Real quick, with McNeil saying I was at a Pearl Jam show, I seen a video today of Eddie Vedder a few days after playing at the Boston Garden, playing after Kurt Cobain committed suicide. He took the mic stand and smashed a hole in the stage.
That's awesome.
At the end of the last song, and then fucking went down to the floor, and that's how they ended the show.
Dude,
It was on a pretty funny video.
Pearl Jam 20. It's like the
Oh yeah,
oh my god, dude.
yeah. Because I seen it.
I was never
I hated them
huge
until I
Pearl
watched
Jam
that video
fan.
and realized who they were.
Yeah,
I just usually
They just had me go see it live, and I loved them.
Oh,
Fell in
God.
love with
I've
them.
seen 11 times live.
everyone's brain just makes them think like Pearl Jam is just some other band, and then realize who they are, and then like actually see them and meet like how much of like they created that whole fucking scene out there. Basically, like, all that Nirvana shit is all because fucking Pearl Jam.
My oldest sister used to fucking see Pearl Jam like at like the smallest venue back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
So my oldest sister used to hang out with the band Stained. She used to go to the fucking coffee shops when they played in coffee shops back in the day. And she fucking used to go to Springfield all the time and go to fucking see him play at coffee shops and do it way back then.
Used to play at coffee shops. Though.
Yeah, because they're from Springfield. They
They're
play
from the neck of the
coffee
woods.
shops in Springfield. What's all that shit?
That's what like I want to try to do with like this fucking. It's like, yo, we had some big bands that come from here, and like the people in the bands are like helping out the music scene around us. So I'm like, why don't we make like? There's no reason you can't make your own little fucking Seattle and have Nirvana.
Of course not.
You got to open
just
a
have the
PE
band.
coffee shop.
What's that? I need more coffee shops.
We'll serve Kelly and coffee.
If Seattle imagines anything, I guess, about clearly Springfield, it's that coffee shops are everywhere and music.
Well, they used to be in fucking late '90s and early 2000s.
Starbucks everywhere.
Starbucks killed it. Small mom and pops.
Yeah. Cheers, boys.
Yeah, so have
Later,
a good week.
guys. Nice seeing you.
See you next week.
Thanks for having me again.
Make sure you come back next week, Zach. Don't disappear on us for 3 weeks.
I'm sorry. I'll try not to.
Can I
We get
play
worried.
music?
We get
I
worried.
have music for us to sign out on?
Go for it.
Okay, cool. Okay, bye.
Later.